Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Shalom to the elect. Detach to grow. We have to detach to grow, to hit the reset button. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 1. Through desire, a man having separated himself seeketh and intermeddleth with all wisdom. And that's the point where we all have to get to in this truth. For a lot of brothers, when they first come in, you basically do that. You shut yourself off from the world, you know, for the furtherance of the gospel. Basically, you'll burn bridges. A lot of people you was cool with, family, old friends. Basically, you'll hermit yourself. You'll put yourself in this shell or this box just so you can focus on the truth. All right. And that's how it is when you first wake up. But also, in different stages in the truth, you have to revamp that same mindset, that same spirit, to where you're separate. Okay. But it's all for growth, because was something that the elder brothers of Hob had said, which I believe I heard it from other people before too. People are like plants. They need room to grow. And that's true. Okay? Now it says, through desire, a man having separated himself seeketh and intermeddleth with all wisdom. And that's the key. Another thing too, wisdom, it takes time. It's not a quick fix. It's not like fast food. It takes time. Quality takes time. All right. And it's not easy. It takes labor. Okay. So that's it. I'm going to get some more scriptures dealing with separation. 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none. Why is that? Because you're focusing on the truth. You separate yourself. And they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not. They goes into that pilgrim mindset. And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passed away. And that's the point. It's the point right there. You get this. In Matthew chapter 10. Matthew chapter 10 and verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. That's that separation. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. Which, if I'm not mistaken, the Lord, Yahweh Shai, he's quoting the book of Micah. All right. But just speaking on that separation. Speaking on that separation, there's another scripture I want to get. I believe it's in the same chapter. Okay. Just bear with me for a minute. Let's see here. All right, this is Matthew chapter 12. And verse 30. He that is not with me is against me, and he that gathereth not with me scattereth abroad. That's a big statement, man. Okay, it's another one I want to get. Let's see. Because it's all dealing with that separation. And a lot of times, it's gonna happen. You're dealing with your family, okay, as well as you just being shut off from the world. The key focus is being closed off from the world because we see the world is ending. Matthew chapter 12, verse 48. But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever should do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. And that's it. It all goes back to who's doing the will of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua. All right. So that's it, man. That's it. So I'll be out with that. This is edifying. It's another scripture I want to get. Let me see here. It's chapter 8 or chapter 9. But yeah, the point has been proven. Yeah, the point has been proven. Actually, it's in another chapter. So let me see. Yeah, I believe it's chapter 11. Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and you shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Even though it doesn't feel easy, especially when it comes to making separations, you know. But in order to have a growth, that's what we got to do a lot of times, man. We got to separate. We got to detach. So, Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to say, Kah Halayim La, Alahayanawa, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, Bahasham, Rakakudash. Double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.